from Guyana, the diaspora, and elsewhere. But I usually send my condolences to the entire universe where there's disturbance, political hypocrisy. People are fighting for land that don't belong to them. People are slaughtering innocent women, men, and children, journalists, UN workers. And when the UN call on sanction, the friends of those countries are vetoing it. When will humans come to understand that a wrong is a wrong and a right is a right? And don't matter what excuses you make, darkness shall be overcome by light, and the truth shall reveal itself. Nothing lasts forever. So that is why I send my condolences around the world, where there is famine, but more of all kidnapping and still enslaving our human brothers and sisters in many parts of the world. Kidnapping of women and children for their body parts, prostitution. These things must come to an end. Today, in the United States of America, many politicians and many are condemning Donald J. Trump. Yes, I have lived in America and I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. But America have done a lot of wrong in the world, but they do a lot of good also. The wrong came about who they support can do no wrong. And to stamp communism out of this hemisphere, I will defend the United States of America 1,000%, even if I lost my life, because there's good and bad in every nation. But America still have an opportunity to talk to their friends to stop the wasteful killing and invading of people's territory. Now let's deal with Georgetown, Guyana. As every Guyanese might be aware, there's two major political parties. The United Force is collapsed because of the leader, Mr. Mansour Nadir, who through me gave the PPP 3 seat with the late Shadi Jagan. Today is the House Speaker. Never one day he will try to get in contact with me who went the lack of my son wrongfully, innocently. But I have a message for the judge, the magistrate, the prosecutor, and for the police. You are doing your job by orders. You will have to testify who gave you the order to arrest my son. Because every crime that was committed against me and my family, if we thief, kill us, take what we got. If we lie, do the same. But if you do it to us, what the fuck must we do to you? Because you black people, the illiterate, hungry belly one, with a uniform, criminal of the government in the past and the present government. For a few dollars, you are playing with the life of your whole fucking family. Okay? We all have to die one day. That is why I want you all to stop and listen to me. Racism should not be used in Guyana to justify a crime, nor religious fanatics to use religion. Now I got all race in this one capsule. I don't thief, I don't sell drugs, I don't want what nobody got. But I don't interfere with you. Why you interfere with me? Fucking with us. But between the two major races, the Indian and the black, I love to give rights where rights belong. You black people, you are more honorable, decent, patriotic to a cause. But 70 to 80 something thousand of you, God can open heaven. You don't have to worry. You all are clean, decent, honorable, so loving and kind, always willing to give a helping hand, and you don't forget kindness. All the rest is uneducated, criminals, a pack of garbage. The reason for that is a late fast burnout. The choices you make, the curse will fall upon your generation. If you vote for corrupt politicians, whatever decision they make, if it's good, you will be blessed. But if it is bad, they will suffer as much as your generation, as you're the one who built the monster. You're the one who chose the monster. So your daughters and sons can be whores and thieves and beggars and will be a nobody. And I'm telling you for biblical terminology, also the Indians. 240 something thousand. Yes, you have good one amongst them, but how good are you when you cannot speak out against the wrong things from your own? Indians are noted with DNA. They love to fight for land. They love to insult and humiliate the innocent people. They love to criticize and condemn innocent people. They kill their mother and father. They fight their brothers and sisters for land that don't belong to them. They go to the voodoo or the opium man or the Kali Mai church to hurt each other with Mother Durga, Mother Kali. If these are mothers, why are they hurting people because of you illiterate bastards? But you all don't want to hear the truth. Which brings me back now into the political arena. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Guyanese, Guyana was never independent. It was dependent. I cannot store a man's property and give it to his servant who happens to be his slaves. What is a slave? A slave worked in the Indian days many hundred years ago without a salary, a place to live, food to eat, and depends upon you medical facilities, schooling, and they give you a church to worship your God and fresh water around your surrounding. That was the name of the slavery. And today you call yourself free. It's worse now, economical slavery. You had free school and medical during the time of your master, and food and a lodging, but you got to work. And yes, because there happens to be European that you call white, they enslave your ancestors. But what about your black historian family in Africa who enslaved your family and enslaved you, and even enslaved others? Who was the Moors? Do your fucking education. The Moors was black Muslim, ruled Spain. Okay? For 700 years. I was saying it's 5, but I was corrected by an old Spanish historian, says 700 years. Friends, this world had to start from somewhere. And when you black people talk about slavery and then tell me Jesus black, Muhammad black, Moses black, Abraham black, Adam and Eve is black, then you must blame God if he really said it, because I don't believe God is that. He says, I make man in my own image and likeness. And he provides for the birds and the fishes. The birds in the air and the fishes in the sea. According to information is alleged. But man, from your sweat, you shall eat bread. I don't think God was so cruel. No oil, no butter, no cheese, no jelly, not a cup of tea or coffee, milk or water. That's not the God that I serve, friend. Trust me. But they say it in the Bible, which I don't believe. Even goes to the chosen people. If God could make 12 tribes and make all of us and only choose one nation, he's also discriminating. But I don't believe in that. All right? He's forever and ever, the beginning and will be the ending in time to come. Well, let's go back now into Guyana frontier. The PNC had never won an election. I keep telling you black people this. It was not for the Portuguese, by the late Peter Digar. Y'all would have never know what was power. And when Burnham becomes the prime minister, Digar becomes the finance minister. And Arthur Chung becomes the president. So you black people, you're condemning the Chinese. Too much Chinese, look what they're doing. Did Africa give Guyana 1 penny when China in the time of Burnham was 850 million US dollars was never paid back, and they write it off because Arthur Chung was the president? You people know what you're talking and what you're playing with. You are the most ungrateful fucking human being if you think like that walk the face of the earth. And if God make you as the first and you were black Adam and Eve, and you didn't listen to God, how the fuck you will listen to other people? And I use that word, for me, not a bad word. So I want you all to understand clearly. Be careful what you say and how you say it. All right? I got all the race in me. I can't discriminate. All right? I have never heard a black mother insult her children and tell them, go, you will suffer. You will never make it. You will knock from pillar to post. My mother, 90% or 85% Indian blood, used to tell me those words. And it wasn't for me. They wouldn't be in the United States of America. Now they wouldn't even got a house to call their own. Same goes to my two half-brothers, Michael Chung and Ryston Chung, who's accusing me that they put some money to own some land on the East Bank, Canaan, and I didn't put nothing. Well, that's like God give Jesus the key, and he give it to somebody, and then he never give them nothing. But the truth shall set you free, ladies and gentlemen. All right? Family does be one of the worst things. Even my two brothers, Ryston Chung and Michael Chung. Michael Chung, when I get involved in cow business, he give me 8. I give it away in front of him. I had 3,750 concrete brick in the yard. He told me, take it out. I put it in the neighbor yard and I give it away again. Because these things does not matter. I used to pay all the tax for that 3 bag of stuff. The repair, the painting, even the land of the East Bank on Canaan, I was paying all the tax. The lawyer's expense, the surveyor money was what they paid for. But yet for all, greed, and where it came from, the covetous Indian fucking wife and the family. I'm not saying you don't have good amongst the Indian race, but I might find a piece, a diamond below the Pacific, and a piece in the Atlantic before I find an honest, decent Indian. I'm not saying you don't exist, but you have to prove me more. Indians associate and mix with one another and use dead man water to poison them or to kill them, set them up to cause robbery, burn house with family. They love obia. Again, you have good amongst you. But how good are you when you are criticizing what is good, humiliating it and insulting it? Take Ahmad Ali, a fucking disease that I have saved his life when he was suffering with colon cancer, ready to go to Texas to be injected and killed, or Arizona. But there is a God. A man who come to my house many times in America, he turned and talked shit about me. I don't thief. I don't womanize. I want you all to know that. And I am prepared to take a lie detector test with Mr. Norton, Mr. Mohammed, Mr. Barazakio, and Mr. Ali, and not forgetting the Attorney General. But who killed Rodney Norton? Speak the truth. I had a lot of respect for you. But did you oppose Burnham? Did you oppose David Ranger when he said too many young black boys in prison? Did you condemn your black brothers, them who were raping and killing the fucking Indian in 1960s? 61 or 62 called Black Friday? Now I got all of your blood in me. But when you jump away from what had passed to talk about the future, you can't stand up to say nothing when you close your ears and blind your eyes from the past and don't want to bring it out. The only way we can be free is when a nation accepts the fucking fault. Because every man walking this earth made a mistake. And that is why Jesus says, who is without sin, cast the first stone. 28 years, Guyana was ruled by the PNC. 1992, with the help of Jimmy Carter, came a change where Dr. Jagan had inherited the position. And if Mansour didn't call me, and thanks to Mansour for listening to me and Bristol, a hypocrite who died, because he think he was playing both sides of the fence, was recording me with an Indian businessman who's a real estate man. But you Indians, you think you're smart. You like to use the people and abuse them. You like to insult, criticize, and condemn them to the limit. but there is a God. Let's deal with what's happening now. I'm not saying you don't have good and bad, but between the African descendant of 2,000 something, 70 something thousand genuine, honorable human beings, God could take them to heaven, you don't have to worry. But I am looking for 10,000 decent, honorable Indians. I'm not saying you don't have them, but you all get together quick. I am looking at the political arena now, what's taking place. I've listened so many things about Mr. Muhammad and his father. How can a president or a government of a country hire a lobbyist firm in any country to lie upon their citizens, to put them away and blaspheme them? How is that? Who is Barrett Jack they're working for? But I got a message. Let the U.S. ambassador know the PPP is 79% in the communist link, as much as APNU have two links. They are racial, and they also have link in many other organizations, and they don't like white people. They don't like Chinese people, and they don't like Indian people. Prove me wrong, Mr. Norton. And another thing, you cannot be a lawyer representing a firm or a company who is extracting gold or oil in your country and running for presidency. Is conflict of interest. All right? It will be conflict of interest. Guyana do not have law. It's run by corrupt businessmen, Indian, and corrupt politicians who call the shot. The court should not be a part of the political hypocrisy and bourgeoisie. It should stand alone to try the king, the queen, and anybody. And you do not have a constitution, you have an institution. When the late Walter Rodney, son, asked Dr. Jagan to reopen up the file who killed his father, Jagan tell him you don't have time to waste. According to information it was alleged. Dr. Jagan said when there was to form the PCD, People's Coalition for Democracy, in Tiger Bay, at the WPA headquarters, that he did not take back seat, politics to take back seat, because they want a younger blood to be the presidential candidate. And that was nothing but the late Walter Rodney, Waddle, and many more. Many blacks was beaten and locked up by black police officers. How you are so fucking illiterate and stupid. They pay you, the black man, to kill your own black brothers and sisters. They pay you, the black magistrate and judge and prosecutor, to lock up your own black people because of a few dollars and a position. But there is a God, and what is in darkness shall and will come to light. Now, there is a sheriff in town speaking. The man opened up his mouth so fucking fast a guinea bird can't compare with him, nor a parrot or a macaw. Everything that he talks have some sense and gratitude into it. When the mouth opens to jump out. But he got to be careful, because those who he's speaking about is not to be trusted. And you, the black race, whether you're a police, a criminal element, once you kill for a politician, they will get somebody to kill you. They're going to make it look like a kick-down door, a robbery. Or you go to your doctor, a wrong injection or wrong medication, you're dead. Or they will burn your fucking house. Like what? And like I says alleged that the Dutramark Benchcroft mother that killed a poor woman and his daughter, it's alleged. Now, these things does not go away, it come back to haunt them. Where is Burnham today? Where is Dr. Jagan? Where is his wife? What document did Ramadan sign with Maduro? I want to know. It was on Facebook. I was looking at it. But then again, AI does do a lot. But I can still say it's alleged. They can bully people. They all suffer with dementia. Barajak deal. According to information that is alleged, he was under Oscar Ali watch as finance minister, Oscar Ali. How could Asgarali be a finance minister and he is from Canal? And like I said, and he was the finance minister. His son was working for the IMF, where they were taking loan under the PPP government. And also, they said Barrett was in there too watching him until he was replaced by Barrett Jacques as a finance minister. I think I says alleged. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to know if the same Barrett Jacques they marry a woman called Shivni or Shavni, and later says he never married her. And according to information, it's alleged again, Hamilton agreed not to turn to her rescue. Crime does not pay. And Barrett, the days are coming, and no crime will be swept the corner thereof. So I have an advice for you, the corrupt police. Your job is to keep the nation from trouble. Lock up anybody who commits a crime. But when you, with the uniform and the badge, lock up an innocent man, take bribe, and hide evidence, and lock up an innocent man, I don't believe you need fucking jail. I believe in what the Arab are doing. You don't even need to exist amongst human beings because you're a fucking parasite. But you have good police officers amongst you. How much money can a black man in power or a coolie pay you to kill a man because the man is a threat to them? A couple million? You won't live long because they know you're going to tell your wife or your family. And guess what? They're going to talk someday, so they can get rid of you and your fucking family. Why not live humbly? Let your union fight for a better salary, where you will get duty-free concession for a car or a truck, and free land to build your house and money to help you as a civil servant of the country, such as the teachers, the immigration, and the custom. So you don't have to take bribe and mess up people's life. All right? So think how you educated black people who went through so much from slavery to now, as you say, allow Indians to betray your trust and your love for your God by defeating another innocent human being. So the PNC and the border never won an election. The immigration never won an election. It's because you're quick to burn, loot, cars, fight, stop the car, rob the Indian, and you fuck them, beat some men. But y'all are not the only one can do that. Y'all may lock up innocent people children today. Y'all might get old, and the doctor that might be giving you the fucking injection might be a relative of the same family you locked up. They will pass your fucking ass out. You hear? Or the meter reader that coming to meet the reader might be the fucking hitman. Or the water meter reader. Or the man who knock in your door telling you about God and Jesus, but they will give you salvation by sending your stunt away. And give you 101 way how they could get rid of you. So why not stop your fucking nonsense and unite? Don't listen to corrupt politicians because you'll get a raise of pay and get a stripe. They're going to call your fucking name when they get arrested. And where will you go? It is time to release all prisoners, petty prisoners, and make room for the political prisoners. I am looking at Barrett Jacques. I am nothing against the man, but I hate parasites. He's fighting against Muhammad, but when Muhammad was with them, the lies and rhetoric, even if it's true, we can't believe them now. Because he's running against them. Now suddenly, he involved in drug smuggling. It's alleged, yeah? He involved in gold smuggling. He involved in tax invasion. He involved in raping a young girl. All of this come out now, and they were backing him. Fellow Guyanese, Indian and black, let's unite for a cooperative Guyana. Hold hands together. The enemy of y'all are the politicians. The police and military must come together. You deserve a better salary. You deserve land to build a house. And a duty-free concession to any vehicle you desire. And a good pension for you and your family to live luxury-free in life. And every citizen of the country deserves a piece of land to build house and 50 to 60,000 US. With the right government and with unity amongst you, black and coolie, Indian, and the other race, everyone will be able to get a check per month, but we must work together as one. We must come out of this black man, coolie man, black boy, coolie boy, black woman, coolie woman. We must come out of it. And for you, the illiterate Indian and blacks, stop talking about the fucking Chinese. They come and put a gun to your fucking head. It's the politician them who you put in power make that decision. And yes, Chinese was in Guyana. And Portuguese, they didn't drop from the ocean, I mean came from the ocean and dropped from the sky. They were slaves too. If the Indian did not arrive as cheap laborer, maybe y'all would have still been fucking slave. Go from Fiji Island, when they were bringing the African slave, Fiji Island was the first stopover. Coming through the Atlantic around the coast for 6 months, they were stopping at every little place. And when they get to the West Indies, Cuba and Jamaica was a headquarter with the pirates and stop off for them. Barbados, Trinidad, and little island along St. Lucia and all of that was stopped off. Friends, stop looking back and look forward and unite. For you Indian and blacks who marry into each other, another race, you deserve an award. As I said, it's good and bad amongst both of you, but the majority Indian people, they got 10 curse, while you black people got 2. You grow up to hate people as race, white man, Chinese man, coolie man. So when the other race call you black man and black woman, you feel a fucking bandit. But you have created yourself. I got your blood in me, man. Jesus came on earth to redeem and to save. But there were 12 fucking opportunists with him. Judas was a coolie. Peter was a coolie. And Matthew was a coolie. And you all as Christians must learn one thing what he says when he asks for his death. He leave those 12 hypocrites. And he went up and he said, Father, take the cup that runneth over and prepare me a body. Let my days be done on earth as it was in heaven. And when he came down, he looked at Judas and said, let it be fast. He washed their foot and feed them. And when he was about the 4 loaves and 5 fish, or 5 loaves and 4 fish, when he says, one of them said to him, I think it was Judas, Teacher, look, the multitude of people, there's no food for them. And Jesus said, how much fish and bread you got? And they said, we only have 5 fish and 4 bread, or 5 bread and 4 fish. He said, put it there, we all shall eat. They said, that is not enough for our 12 when you make 13. He said, you are without faith. Put it down. And the Bible says, after he blessed it, it feed them all. And the crumbs would have feed another 100,000. Friends, the behavior of an animal will tell you what type of animal they are. I saw Norton criticizing the animal of Muhammad party. And he said Muhammad only run it because he used to use that he may get jail or trying to save himself. Come on, Norton. There is a God. Don't make him take your life. Don't make him run you mad as an example. I believe in this great God. Because if you kill me, I'll be in your fucking house. Next to your wife, she will see my face on yours, or you will see my face on hers. If you don't believe it, test it. You hear? Under the David Ranger administration, a coolie loud store them, Nagamutu Ramjatan. And Ramjatan was the security minister. Make they lock up my son. We got all of them named, the judge, or the magistrate, the prosecutor, but the police testify, my friend. No crime shall go unpaid. You might kill us. Do you know who's behind us? They'll wipe every fucking thing out. Don't go that way. And stop criticizing the Venezuelan U-boat race. Stop. 120-something thousand family from Guyana living in Venezuela in 3 cities. Go and check it out. Free land, free water, free light. They only had to pay 500 Bolivia for the transport. Okay? In an oil-rich country like Guyana, gasoline should only be 25 cents a gallon because it is not Barajaglia and Alion. It's not none of these 65 members in parliament. It's the people's fucking own. And since you are claiming Africa and the other one claiming India, as you arrive, go back home to India. And when you arrive, 10 must come in your place. And since you black people claiming emancipation, go back to Africa, and everyone arrive, 10 must take your place. I don't care who win the election, but do the right fucking thing. Who own the Marriott? Who own a lot of buildings and selling it? You do not see? Barrett said in Queens, he bought them down to the back of the garden, and she's selling to make a good change. But listen to me if y'all don't know. I am not about family, or children, or friends. I'm about equality and justice. Mr. Mohammed is running now. That is your fucking savior. You tried the PNC. It's corruption, racism, and a lot of killing during modern time. And raping. And under the PPP, it's a lot of killing and too much fucking corruption. And too much obia with Mother Kali and Mother Durga. So all you who vote for the PPP and APNU, who's the same two party together got a cross in the floor steady. Rajatan was a PPP man. You hear? Nagamutu was a PPP man. Trotman was PNC. And when Barnum get power, when the Yard joined him in a coalition, several of them crossed the floor and joined Barnum. Jagan and Barnum were together. When Barnum said 51-49 in nationalization, he wasn't talking to the European. It's Jagan, 51 for me, Cherry, and 49 for you. Two fucking hypocrites and thieves. But God knows best. We have to go through it. So for all you preachers, bandits and imam, tell your supporters not to vote for none of the two parties. Here, Muhammad is your last messenger. And Prophet Muhammad was a warrior. This innocent man and his father have been accused of many things. And if it is true that America sanctioned him, I do hope they could sanction the other country that bulldozing land, bombing people, and killing them when the Jews should have been in Guyana in 1947. But America do a lot of good. But politicians of today, misguided, but don't matter how much they accomplish, we all have to get and leave it. We don't take it with us. A fool put in my comments that very soon a fool will part with his money. And listen, man, if you're a man or a woman, every fucking human being part with their wealth. And worms eat them or they burn you because he do. So don't bring that to me. But one thing you would learn, don't push the fucking button, because you would have certain people in Guyana if the wrong man leave your country. America love to do good and they will support you. But when they see enough is enough, it's time to change you. The pine-faced man, Norwega, of Panama, was flown to jail and sent to France and he died. The Shah of Iran had to run for his life. In Egypt he died. Cancer. You hear? Hugo Chavez of Venezuela was doing good. He helped a lot of people. He go to Cuba for treatment and he died too. Cancer. David Granger went there for treatment. And guess what? I don't know if he listened to me. They say he get lupus. I was wondering if you know, if he got lupus, then Barrett and Ali Han is a fucking occupus. Because both could have killed. Now I have nothing against y'all, but this is straight talk. Alright? I want a president and a law division which will try present and past ministers in government. And before, I think this election should have stopped. You hear? And change the constitution. No man is above the law of the land. And I want you all to hear that clearly. Oliver Cromwell cut the head of a king out. He says the king is not England. and England is not the king. Behead him. Okay? Louis of France, he and his wife, their head was cut out. It is no difference in the past because politicians, emperors and kings take advantage of the innocent. So it's time for you Indian and black people to unite. No more PNC, no more PPP. But I'll be honest, we want a national front government. A government where the Amerindians will be a part of their own country. That they can settle any border dispute that use Rajkumar, Partab, Gangadin or Ali. Okay? When you can't even represent fucking India. And can't use Baga Baga Lubu Zubulubu who become Thomas and Henry and Jefferson in Guyana to represent Guyana. You got to represent Africa. Because the Chinese and the Portuguese is not there as head. Why the two of you? If God give y'all a chance in them, y'all gonna move y'all before the ticket. Y'all gonna behead Muhammad and Jesus? You fucking hypocrites. But mouth open, story jump out. And what was in darkness is coming to light. There is change, Guyanese, unite. Mr. Ali Party, the PPP, is doing a lot of inroad they are building. I saw an interview with the Attorney General. And I can use a last guy, he just get Alzheimer's. He was talking to somebody and he was showing house lot is some 1,000. And with a house is 100,000 US. This fucker now gone into real estate. Huh? They're gone into real estate. Is this country they own? Answer me. Why Guyanese got to buy land? And got to pay for a fucking house. We are not in colonial master. Y'all are dependent as independent. Why Amerindian got to buy land from Indian and black people? We want a government for all the people by the people. We want to see love and unity. But today, you young blacks, man and woman, and Indian, y'all are much more educated. Do not make the same mistake the uneducated and the illiterate, ignorant bastards make with Barnum and Jagan and even present with Barrett and the others. Ali may have good intention, but he got to listen to Mr. Marajagio. Okay? We shall not, will not, would not tolerate a dictator in Guyana. The voice and the shout and the cry of the WPA with the late Walter Rodney, people's powers, no dictators. Okay? All judges supposed to be given a high salary and duty-free concession. And after so many years, a vacation for them and their family, expenses paid by the government. Gaddafi was doing great for his people and tried to unite Africa and meet a crucial death in a gutter. Friends, Nicaragua with Chumutumara. I could name all the leaders in Latin and South America. Lulu of Brazil, Argentina, Peru, Colombia. The other day, I think in Colombia, the young man died, the president or somebody shot him. We don't want this kind of thing in Guyana. We don't have a population. But I must be honest, under the PNC with Burnham, black people, you think you was getting the key to heaven. Because 90-something% of y'all were civil servants. I got your blood in me, so I'm not lying. Prove me wrong, nothing. Prove me wrong. Indian women had to fuck to get a job. And bribe and corruption take a headway. So when y'all open your mouth, know what you're saying. And y'all don't like white people. But yet y'all fighting for America and Canada. And y'all condemning the white man even unto today. When he's a European, but you call him white man, so I use the vocabulary. Who have done you nothing but educate you. You are pilots, doctors, scientists, teachers, great philosophers, great musicians, saxophone players, making millions and billions kicking soccer ball, playing basketball, making millions endorsing clothes. What did you give back to Mother Africa? Tell me, only Oprah. White people are dumping children all over the world. Every race have good and bad, my fellow Guyanese. Wake up. The young girl on the West Coast, Miss Young, Andrea Young or whatever her name, every time I heard a talk show, justice for Andrea. Yes, that's right. What about for the Amerindian children in Madhya? What about for the other children who you can't find? And I think I want a president who can ban whorehouse, unless the owner of the whorehouse uses wife, daughter, sisters, and others. And if not, today, man buggering man so he can be deceived. Because I never bug a man, but I don't mind taking a chance, but I ain't romancing no donkey. I don't mind fucking from the back, but I'm not romancing your face. I would like to have the experience. But if you lie on me, you better drink fucking poison. And if you hurt me, think about your family, don't think about your fucking self. And it's not a threat, it's straight fucking talk. If God can drunk the world and save it, they didn't fuck him, they didn't rape him, they didn't punch him, they didn't imprison him. And you tell me, leave vengeance to him. When the Son of God, as Jesus said, do unto others as you would like them do unto you. So if you kick me, I'll grind your fucking head in the sand. You might kill me, and I say no, I'll wake up in your fucking house. You wouldn't like the repercussion, eh? But how are y'all in trouble me? I have nothing to do. Y'all could kill one another because y'all illiterate and stupid. But you, the young generation, Indian and blacks, unite behind Muhammad. I think the animal deserves a chance. The cup is running over with corruption. And also the bottom is rotten. And the broom lost its vitality. It sweeps the dust. Now vacuum sucking up the dust. So we need Ali to suck up all the fucking crime and try them. I mean, Mr. Muhammad. Now don't get me wrong. The PPP is trying. But out of every fucking $100, like I said, the thief 80 and spend 20. So friends, nothing personal. If you want to vote for Abdu, that's your fucking rights. If you want to vote for PPPC, that's your rights. But my choice and recommendation, enough is enough. From 1966 to now, what have they done? Tell me, they become real estate developer. They got hands in every hotel and other things, according to information, it's alleged. And more Indians are more fucking criminals than you black people who are hungry, gotta pay you all to kill for them, but they are the criminals. The businessmen. Plenty. Stop this thing about arrival and emancipation and hold hand as Guyanese. Long live Rodney. Long live the struggle of the great coffee. Freedom to all Guyanese and unity. Let's show love and respect each other. Stand up and fight for your rights. Do not be fooled. Thank you and have a good day. Nothing personal. Peace.